I'm not a nerd. Oh, that sounds about right, actually.
1, 2, 3, 5.
Before I actually looked up a definition of the word nerd, I was kind of getting it confused with other terms like geek and, people who live on the internet, play games, and have an active social life that consists mainly of interaction over the internet with people they may or may not have met. But then, of course, I used a much more up-to-date and modern time dictionary of Urban Dictionary, which sticks with, everything that is today. And I like this definition. I think it's more explanatory. Nerd, a person who gains pleasure from amassing large quantities of knowledge about subjects often too detailed or too complicated for most other people to be bothered with. Often mistaken for geeks who aspire to become nerds, yet lack the intelligence, and end up giving nerds a bad name due to their poor social skills. Non-nerds are often scared of nerds due to their detailed knowledge and therefore seemingly high levels of intelligence, and subsequently degenerate them as much and as often as possible. Nerds exist covertly within the fabric of society, often choosing to nerd it up in private or in the company of fellow nerds. It is for this reason that they are feared the most. Unlike geeks, who are easily identified, nerds can only be found out when casual conversation reaches the subjects that they like nerding. I seem to struggle to say the word intelligence. Just sounds like intelligent, which doesn't grammatically make sense. As you can tell, I have wonderful reading skills, and you totally don't stumble over words. But yeah, no, I'm not a nerd. I fit the old definition, not the new definition. Nerd or not, I spend an inordinate amount of time playing games in a day. I come home, I play games. I stay up till a ridiculous hour of the morning and play games, despite the fact that I have tafe work that would fill up all the time that I play games on the internet. But it's more of a procrastination than anything, but at the same time I do go crazy without games. I need them like I need to breathe. If I had to grab something irreplaceable in the house, if it was burning down, touch wood, it would be this. My Pokemon Pearl game disc. That save file is unique to me and cannot be replaced for any amount of money. I'd also just, grab my whole DS so I can still play it and have my awesome cover with Lego and my Pokemon. Yes, I have a lot of important sentimental items in the house that are extremely important to me and that I would go ballistic about losing, but this is irreplaceable. This laptop's files, some are irreplaceable. Steam is on any computer. Therefore, those files are safe within a data system somewhere. And Steam will, if anything happened to my account, I'm sure Steam would take the appropriate steps to ensure that I would be compensated. Actually, I don't think they would at all, but one would hope so. Other than it being Nerd Week, I have been doing tafe work, which is what I do every week. It's part of my routine. I make this video every Wednesday, and I do tafe work all the rest of the week. That is my life. A weather update for Sydney, Australia is that it's freaking freezing. My hands are so cold, like, if I touched your face, you would, scream and run away. You'd scream and run away whether my hands were cold or not, but that's not the point. I went to Reverse Garbage today, which is a store, well, sort of like a tiny warehouse where they just store a bajillion things that no one would ever quite need, but you might want. which they find from dumpsters and council pickups and just things that people have chucked away and do not want, and they just pack it all in here and sell it for ridiculously cheap prices, and it's great to buy supplies that you need for cosplay. It's like, I bought two massive, you cannot see the ends of my hands, they're like this big, oh, that's getting smaller, okay, it's like a fish, it just changes size. Big, massive pieces of cardboard. I bought this massive piece of foam, which is like really high density foam that you use for like, I don't even know what you'd use it for. It's like denser than a yoga mat, but it smells the same as a yoga mat, like a new yoga mat, that foam smell. And I bought 3 meter and a half cylinders, like tubes that are like that round, and 2 are cardboard of different thickness, and 1 is a plasticky sort of one. And I also bought like a bag of like bits and bobs of like plumbing supplies, like the pipes and stuff. Because I'm going to attempt to make a portal gun between now and June the 20th, when the convention of Sydney Supernova is. And this week I'm buying my material to try and make my jumpsuit, like the prison suit thing. Wow, I kept thinking overalls, but that's not the right term. So yeah, I want to get that majorly started this weekend, and I need to make the boots from the new Portal 2. If you haven't seen it, the character now has boots rather than just the stop you dying when you jump off high places things on the back of her legs. Now she has proper boots, which is easier because conventions generally do not like you walking around barefoot, and it will be in the middle of winter, so it will be freaking freezing. Although you may not think that Sydney gets cold, it was the coldest day in May on record since some time last century. It's cold. It's very cold. Like, I'm wearing my new hoodie, and under that I got a cardigan, and then I got like a dress under that, and yeah, no, I'm freezing. I've still got my socks on. Like, the first thing I do when I get home is kick off my shoes and socks, but I've left my shoes on most of the day, and now I've left my socks on, but my toes, they're so cold. But yes, that's all from me for this Wednesday. Sorry I didn't have much to say about Nerd Week, but I think I've covered it enough. So I will see you guys next Wednesday, and hopefully I will either have some progress on my cosplay to show you, or I will have defeated Corp. True story. Anyway, see you guys next Wednesday. Bye!